Hello there, ladies and gents. Have I got a special video for you here today? Today we're giving all of the major nations in Hearts of Iron 4 the greatest buffs I could find. These nations are very powerful. They will handle a minor nation in less than a week. There's nothing that can stop them. Today I will also be spectating as the wonderful nation of Bhutan, which I've buffed as well because, in my eyes Bhutan is a major nation. And they're off. Today's time-lapse contains about 10 hours of gameplay footage, and I'll actually even be showing you an extra game after this, bringing the total gameplay shown for this video up to just over 20 hours of Hoi 4 time-lapsing. And yeah, who says I don't put in much effort for my videos? And oh, interesting, Bhutan has taken out India, France has taken down Spain, but is currently kind of grappling with the German Reich, who at the same time are grappling with the Soviets over Poland. Now there's a lot of border war going on, so if you're sensitive to this stuff, make sure to close your eyes because it has been known to kill the occasional person. Now China and the communist states of China and Japan are all kind of vying for who can have the ugliest borders. France is all but gone now actually, and Germany has managed to not only take France, but they've just taken Stockholm, good for them, and now they're en route for Moscow. Now if they can take out the Soviet Union early on, that'll put them in a good footing to hopefully take out the rest of the United Kingdom, as well as the United States of America, who for some reason control Portugal of all places. Not sure how they grabbed that, but hats off to you, to United States of America. You move in mysterious ways. Now, Germany has taken basically all of Scandinavia, if we ignore Finland, which apparently some people do when it comes to Scandinavia. I mean, I've always kind of considered it to be a bit Scandinavian. Anyway, the Soviet Union is putting up a good fight, although there was a bit of border war there, and Finland is now actually pushing back against the Soviet Union. Hats off to you, Finland. Even though you might just be a puppet of the Axis, you are rather powerful. Also, for some reason, Turkey is holding against the Soviet Union. Good job, Turkey. You appear to be kind of powerful, ever so slightly, but kind of powerful. And Bhutan is, of course, putting up a bit of a fight against Europe. It's holding on to Iran, and it's kind of slowly moving in closer and closer into central China. A good position to hold because it has lots of manpower, but it does leave you rather exposed to a lot of naval invasions from Japan, especially when you don't exactly have the best technology or focus tree out there. Now, what's the United States been up to? Well, they've managed to puppet Mexico, seize most of Central America, and I guess eventually they'll move into South America, although it will take them a while because, it's the United States, they don't want to do anything unless there's guaranteed oil involved. But don't worry, I'm sure they'll be discovering some oil very soon. And the border war in Russia is reaching critical mass. Good God, that is absolutely hideous to look at, those borders. Oh, and my God, the United States finds oil in Mexico. Even though Mexico was just a puppet of the United States, if they hold oil, the United States would like that to be inside of their borders. And so that's it. Mexico is gone. And now they're back. The United States evidently went in, took all the oil and left. I mean, can't blame you, fine, if that's how you want to play the game, good for you, United States. But the German Reich and Japan, they've taken almost all of the Soviet Union. Oh my God, they are holding, like the Soviets, they're just kind of holding the middle part of Russia. That's pretty terrifying to say the least. Oh my, good job, German Reich, hats off to you. You've really kind of encircled them there. Now, Bhutan are in a bit of a tricky situation here. They have been kind of encased by other powers. Yeah, it doesn't put them in the best situation for a later war. With that, the Soviet Union is no more, and the German Reich has actually kind of finally restored peace to the borders. In quite an impressive way, hats off to you. And Bhutan, you finally managed to regain that coastline, and then you're gone. Or are you not? No, you're not, because for some reason you managed to wiggle your way back a bit, but China is on your tail, so I think this could be the end for Bhutan. However, guys, it is time to celebrate, because not only do we have a wonderful, slightly less border-gory world here, we have also just passed the 54,000 subscriber mark. Hats off to all of you. I certainly wasn't expecting to be here anytime soon, and here's towards 55k, because that's a big number. Not as big as 56k, but ever so slightly a bit bigger than 54k. Oh, and the United States has decided to finally annex Mexico, and Bhutan is back on the map in quite a strong way. China is now a puppet of Japan, and both of them are very overpowered. But of course, Bhutan is now a member of Axis. Oh, and the invasion of the UK begins. I think this could be the end of the British Empire, just as they invade Brazil, no less. But I think it is the end. Oh, they are making a pushback from the north. Oh, but the Italians are there, and the Germans land in Scotland. Oh, this could be a bit of a... Oh, there's a bit of a scuffle going on, but no, it would appear that the Axis do have power. I'm afraid, Britain, I don't think you're going to be able to hold on for too much longer, because they do keep grabbing ports. And something tells me the British Navy has taken a fair few beatings. Oh, Italy holds the south, and Germany holds the north. This kind of puts the UK in a... Oh, there we go. There goes the UK. Oh my. What a world. The German Raj. Wasn't expecting to see that anytime soon. Bugger me sideways with a teabag. The United States now stands alone, the only democratic major player left in the world to battle off the Germans and the Italians and the Japanese. Will they be able to do it? Yeah, I'd like to say probably, because, you know, it's the United States. I mean, oh no, the Mexicans make a comeback. Oh, and it's immediately put down. Immediately. Yes, the Germans decided to land about 50 divisions there to help out the Mexicans, and of course the United States said, no, this is America. which I realise is a song, oh my. But yes, the United States, they finally capitulated Mexico, they're gone for good, but that doesn't mean the Germans are gone for good. The Germans, the Italians and the Japanese, they're all amassing for one big invasion. They want the United States gone because it's the only power left that really could put a stop to them. However, will it be able to? Who knows? Germany makes a land in Canada, which at the moment is basically a satellite of the United States. Maybe it is in real life. Slightly political there. Anyway, the United States decide to make a push into Brazil because, you know, reasons. Brazil evidently was not supplying them with enough oil, and so, yeah, that's them gone. Well, I mean, actually, not yet, because rainforests are an absolute pain to invade, but hey, you know, that's why South America is so not fun to play in Hearts of Iron 4. I mean, anyone who says they can enjoy playing South America in Hearts of Iron 4, there's probably something wrong with them. Now, something interesting I always like to find out is where basically some of you guys are situated in the community. Now, I know with the zombie game that we had, a lot of you decided to say whether you were invaded by the zombie horde or not. And now I think it would be rather fun to say which major powers you're now under the control of. Because personally, I'm now a German. Or I'm an Italian, I can't quite tell. The borders are kind of a little bit construed. Oh my, this is a bit strange, but hey, I mean, I know a lot of South Americans are now going to be residents of the United States. Well, you know, that sounds quite fun. Oh, and the Italians have launched the invasion of the United States. That was certainly not expected. They almost got all the way into Texas, and they're now making their way across the coastline. That's a bit interesting. I wasn't expecting that. And of course, the Germans landed in Canada. But guess what? They've been pushed out. Yes, those Italians weren't able to really get much of a foothold in the United States. It proved to be ever so slightly too tricky to hold for good. But you know, that is the United States in a nutshell, really. It's a pain to invade. Of course, not as much a pain as Russia in winter, because we all know how that goes every time someone attempts it, because, you know, they just feel like it and then like, oh no, it would appear I've made a mistake. Anyway, I'm afraid this is where the game ends, because from here, both sides are just so evenly matched they can't invade each other. I kept it running for about an hour after to see if anything would change, and no, nothing changed. So anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like, feel free to subscribe and propel us closer and closer towards the next sub goal, because my god, this is one fast growing community. Hats off to all of you, and bugging me sideways with a teabag. Now, what am I going to leave you with today? Well, today's leaving present is a very special game. I decided to run a game, and I wasn't sure if it should be a video or not, but I've decided it's probably not enough to be a video premise on its own. It is a game in which a new civil war fires each and every day. Oh, and also the entire world's at war with each other. So what does this lead to? Well, this leads to all of the powers in the game having no manpower. By the time we reach 1938, basically the entire world population has been killed by just infighting. Anyway, if this interests you, then sit back, relax, and enjoy this final little time lapse. Anyway, I will see all of you in the next one.